Most people think that profit first is something you set up and move on. But that mindset is exactly why so many business owners say it didn't work for them. Hey, I'm Janet Mercredi, your Profitable CFO. I help Canadian small business owners make more profit, pay themselves properly, and get their time back using clear cash flow strategy instead of guesswork. And on this channel, we talk about all the money stuff most business owners were never taught. So if you want to see how Profit First can work on your business, I invite you to download my Profit Maximizer Calculator. The link is in the description box below. Okay, let's get into it. Here's the truth about Profit First that doesn't get talked about enough. It is not a step one, do this, step two, do that type system. Sure, logistically, we set up the system the same for all businesses, right? We're going to open bank accounts. We're going to determine what percentages of money that your business has been using, and we're going to move money on a schedule. But how those pieces come together and how long each phase takes is different for every single business. Because Profit First is not just about the numbers. It's about the people who actually own the businesses. So for me personally, when I'm coaching a client, I always explain it like this. We're not just setting something up and walking away from it. We're actually embarking on a system that has 4 stages. And depending on the specifics of your business, right? Your history, your cash flow, your debt, your goals, that's what's going to determine how much time you need to spend in each of those stages. I've seen some businesses move through them pretty quickly, whereas in also some of my other clients, others need more time in certain areas. That's 100% normal. There's literally no right or wrong timeline here. Every business has its own path. So, what are the stages? So in the first stage, we're setting the foundation. This is where we're going to look backward first, right? We're going to examine how the cash has actually behaved inside your business. We're going to look at your patterns. We're going to look at your spending patterns, your taxes, your payroll. We're going to see what's been leaking, why you're not seeing that profit in cash, right? So that we can accurately figure out how to move towards your future. Now, sometimes this foundation is quite the eye opener. And business owners want to kind of gloss over this portion of it and then just go straight into actioning the implementation of it, which is stage 2. But the reality is, until you understand where you've been, you're not going to be able to get where you want to go. And that's what we do in stage 2, which I call the implementation stage. So stage 2 is where we take what you learned from the past and we build a realistic plan so that you can move forward. This is where we answer questions like, how much should the business be paying you as the owner for the jobs you're doing inside your business? How much do we need to set aside for taxes, both corporate, personal, and sales tax? What can the business actually afford to operate on? And this part matters because your business is not separate from your personal life in terms of your personal goals are always going to influence how the business should perform, but logistically, we keep it 100% separate between the two. Okay, that's the distinction. But the reality is, what you want from your personal life is going to influence how your business is going to run on the business side. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to ask you what you want your personal life to look like, and then I'm going to show you how to get it with your business. And stage 3 is where we're actually going to be living the plan. This is where the system becomes real. This is where we physically start moving money on a consistent basis. We live within the allocations. We let the system do its job. This is where we trust the process. And here's something important that we all need to understand. This is the phase that can take anywhere from 3 months to 2 years. Not because the system is broken, but because every business has a different history, right? Debt doesn't disappear overnight. Overspending habits don't disappear overnight. Cash flow stabilizes gradually. So this is where patience and consistency matter the most. It's a gradual process. So that's why this is the stage that usually is where we sit for the longest amount of time to see the actual change. Then we can get into the fun part, which is the wealth building part, stage 4. Because once the business becomes fiscally fit, meaning all of the debt is under control or gone, right? Taxes are always being paid on time. The owner is always being paid consistently. And you actually have cash sitting in the bank at all times. This is where Profit First is going to support you if you want to hire somebody to take over your operation. You want to get your distributions done on a regular basis. You want to start planning what your exit looks like, even if it is 5 to 10 years from now, whatever that looks like to you. Okay. So those are the 4 stages of profit first. And the reality is, when somebody says profit first didn't work for me, it's not because of the system itself. Okay. It's because they were looking for a quick fix. They were just hoping that it's going to instantly solve their cash flow. It's instantly going to erase debt and magically make the business feel calm again. But that's not what Profit First is. Profit First isn't a quick fix. It's a behavior change system. And just like any behavior change, it takes repetition, it takes consistency, and it takes time. So when someone sets it up, money moves a couple of times and then says, this didn't work. What they're really saying is, this didn't fix years of money habits fast enough for me. Sorry. But that doesn't mean the system failed. It means our expectations were off. All right. That's what I have for you in this video today. If you want to see how Profit First could actually look inside your business, I've linked my free Profit Maximizer calculator below. It's going to show you how much profit your business should be generating on your very next sale without you having to work more hours. And if this video helped clarify things, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. Again, my name is Janet Mercredi, and I'll catch you in the next video.